I'm really glad I've made it this far, and I'm surprised. Right now, I'm in an alliance with Quinn and Callie. If you didn't know, we go to the same college, and Callie and I are actually roommates. Steven found this out, and so yeah, we're in an alliance with Steven and Jason, and I've been talking to Mitchell on the side, so I trust him for now, trust them all for now. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
And so I've learned a lot. People lie. Y'all, people are lying. I'm talking to a couple of people, and a couple people in the alliance that I'm in are saying some things, and then I'm hearing things from other people who are unaware of the alliance that I'm in. It's pretty interesting to see how easily people will lie just to get ahead in a game.
My buddy Ryan came back last night. I'm excited about that. Makes things more complicated for me because he's the only person on the other side of the house, I guess you could say, that I talk to and I trust for the most part. I know that I'm not his main alliance by any means, but I trust that we kind of look out for each other. So last night the guys, who call themselves the Hard Hitters, asked me to be in their alliance. It's Steven, Mitchell, Jason, Parker, and myself. So I really trust Parker and Mitchell. Steven, for the most part, I guess. But Jason, not at all. I'm fairly confident he's working with everybody in the house. I would have said except me up till last night, but I guess he wants to make sure he has his hand in every little pot. That way he can keep himself safe. But I couldn't say no really without it being suspicious. So guess we'll see what happens.
Guys, before I announce today's HOH competition, I'm going to talk about the twist first. The new twist is called Bounty Hunter. Here's the Bounty Hunter twist. Each one of you is going to be given in your diary room the name of someone else in this game. That person is your bounty. You want to get them out. If you get your bounty out of the game this round, you will earn a secret advantage in this game. So you will get a random name of someone else in the house if you get them out of the game, or if they get out of the game, even if you didn't cause it. If they get out of the game, you get a secret advantage. It's that simple. For today's Head of Household competition, we're going to be playing a game called Touchy Subjects. Once everyone has finished the survey from last night, I will send out the exact same survey again. But that time, the second time you fill out the survey, you are trying to guess the answer that was most popular amongst the entire house. Whoever, for each one you get correct, you score a point. Whoever scores the most points will be the head of household. If you have any questions, let me know. Good luck.
Hey guys, what a fun week. Just to recap everything. We get the bounty twist, and I get Steven. That's not happening. Like, that wasn't going to happen anyways, whether he won HOH or not. I'm not taking out my ride or die. It'd be stupid for me. It'd be dumb. It'd be worst game move for now. Taking him out later might be beneficial, but not right now.
Who would you trust with your life? We had a two-way tie, 20% of the vote each, with Brianna and Mitchell. Who has no chance to win this game? With 30% of the vote was Mitchell. Who deserves to win this game? With 70% of the vote is Quinn. Who would need to be blindsided? It was a tie with 30% of the vote each with Quinn and Jason. Who is pulling on all the strings with 30% of the vote? It is Steven. Who has no clue what's going on in this game? With 50% of the vote is Callie. Who's the nicest? With 50% of the vote is Sarah. Who's the meanest? With 50% of the vote is Mitchell. Who shouldn't have signed up to play? With 40% of the vote, it's Brianna. Who would be the viewing party's favorite? Who do you think was the viewing party's favorite? With 40% of the vote is Quinn. And who has lied to you? With 30% of the vote each, we have a tie between Jason and Mitchell. So, winning this head of household with 7 correct over the second place's 6 correct. Congratulations, Steven. Steven, you are the head of household. Over the second.
but we got to play in one of my favorite comps ever in Survivor. I'm a huge Survivor nerd. I love it so much. And so to do the who sucks the most challenge, I love it so much. And like, oh my gosh, it was so funny to me. Like, I loved it. I'm loving being the villain. I'm loving being hated. Like, I didn't come in with that intention, but it has been so fun. And so, like, you know, we did that comp where we had to like answer questions about our house guests, and then you have to guess what the majority of people thought. So like, I was the most popular boy in school. It killed me. It was so funny. Like, okay, I had a question though, because who are you most likely to trust with your life? 20%, I won. But then also, who is the meanest? 50%, me! I'm the meanest! Like, I don't understand. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was so funny. I loved it. I was living for it. Every time Josh was like, who sucks the most? And it was like, Mitchell sucks. I was like, LOL. That is too good. I am living for it. I think it's hilarious. No hard feelings, castmates. I hope you hold none against me either. And it's all good. It was just so funny. So like, I think to recap, I got who you would trust your life with. So okay, I'm a teacher. Like, I can live with that. I can go with that. And then I got who has lied to you, who is the meanest, and who has no chance of winning this game. And to quote the greatest queen of Survivor, I don't know about that.
You know, it wasn't looking good, guys. We had a returner come back, Ryan, in the battle back, and you know, we went from having a pretty good advantage to all of a sudden it was 5-5. So, you know, what we really needed was a hero. Enter me. I was that hero, and I won the head of household competition. And so now it's time to have some fun here. You know, I've thought about this vote pretty hard today. There were some interesting little quirks that our wonderful host decided to add to this vote. But at the end of the day, I think I'm going to vote for Ryan to go on the block because of the fact that he's a returner and, you know, I didn't really have any relationship with him anyway. And then the second person I'm putting on the block is going to be Abby because, you know, I think she's playing such a good social game. And she's obviously a big threat because she's done so well the last 2 times. So yeah, those are going to be my 2 nominees. Did you buy that? I hope you bought it, because that's the story I'm selling Quinn, because those 2 are going on the block, and I will be avenging the decision to get Maddie out of here if Quinn does not get to win the POV tomorrow.
Well, people, as you may know, I'm back in the game. But, as I expected, when I lost the HOH again, haven't won one. That's no big deal. You can win without winning HOH, I think. I don't know. But anyways, as I expected, I was put up on the block again. So, we're going to see if I can win this power veto tomorrow. Now, my man Steven won the HOH, and he said, Ryan, you're going to have to trust me. That's my northern accent. I don't know what they sound like, okay? But he said, you're going to have to trust me. I'm going to put you on the block, and the next thing you know, you're going to be okay because they're going to vote for the counterpart. I don't know what that means. I don't think smart like you northerners, like you Yanks, okay? I'm out here living a southern lifestyle with my chicken fried steak, my barbecue, and the rest of my meats, okay? Look, so, I don't know, but I'm up against Abby, okay? Josh gave us these bounty things, you know, bounty hunters, I'm a big fan. Dog the bounty hunter, woof, woof, he's great, I love him. But anyways, we're going to see if I can get Abby off. She's my bounty, so honestly, if this works out for me, then it's going to go great. I mean, I'm pretty excited about it, all right, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to see if I can actually do anything or win, or if Steven's actually lying to me. Who knows? All right, fam. Peace up, A-Town.
So, on the block yet again. I love it. I'm getting really comfortable here. It's kind of the place to be, you know. It's where all the cool kids are, because, you know, the cool kids keep getting put back up.
What is up, guys? For today's Power of Veto competition, you're going to be playing a game called Simon Says. Here's how it's going to work. When you're ready, come on over to the diary room and I will send you a link to an app. It's a memory game. You may have played it as a kid. It has little like 4 colors and it's like boop boop. And then you have to remember what it says. You go boop boop. Basically, you're going to do that. Here's how it's going to work. I'll send you the link to the app. You'll download the app and you get 1 attempt at the Simon Says memory game. You will screenshot your score. You'll send it to me. Whoever has the highest score will win this Power of Veto. If you have any questions, let me know. Good luck.
I'm dancing with the devil right now. A lot. Mitchell won veto, and once again, I was like, this is terrible. Why does Mitchell win things? This bothers me, especially when I'm at risk of going home. I don't, when Mitchell won HOH, I was like, okay, this might not be such a bad idea. And then he screwed me over, and I was like, okay, now in retrospect, that was a terrible thing for Mitchell to win. Now Mitchell's won veto, and my first thought is, well, great. Mitchell's won veto. That's just perfect. Now he's going to use the veto on probably Ryan, and then Steven's going to put me up against Abby, whose vote I would have if I weren't on the block, and then I would get backdoored and get sent home. That's what I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah, boy won the veto.
So Mitchell wins power of veto. And so unless something really stupid happens, Quinn is going home. Like, that's it. That's the list. There's one vote that makes sense. That vote is for the guy who 70% of the House just voted for as the person most deserving to win. I can't imagine a scenario where it would make even the slightest bit of sense to keep Quinn. And yet there's just a part of me that feels like someone's going to do something stupid. I am just waiting until I see these votes and it's not Quinn and it's Abby instead. And I'm, oh my God, I will burn everything. Oh, at that point, I'm just going to be a free agent and just wreak havoc, because if Quinn doesn't go home, I'm 100% screwed. That's the reality. I'm screwed because Quinn knows what I'm doing. And I could not be more certain that he knows what I'm doing. He knew what I was doing the second I won Head of Household. And I told him I was putting up Abby and Ryan. He tells me, well, I really hope I can win Power of Veto so that we can keep these noms the same. He knew. He knows. He's not dumb. And but he didn't win Power of Veto. And I know that he's making pitches to everyone. His pitch to Mitchell was perfect. It's as good as he can possibly do. The pitch is, listen, keep me because I am a meat shield, essentially. Like, everyone's going to keep gunning for me. So why get rid of me now? It's better for you and your game to keep bigger threats in the game. And that's a great point. It's a phenomenal point, but it's not going to effing matter because he's the only vote that there can be. God, I'm going to be so mad. Guys, I'm going to be so mad when this doesn't work, because this couldn't have gone any better. Quinn is the right vote. We break up Quinn from the girls. We break up Quinn and Abby and Ryan. We kind of shatter that whole thing. I think Quinn is the dead center of the entire other side. And then I think from there, we can figure out what to do from there. But Quinn has to go. And Quinn is going to go.
This means that we can enact our evil plan. And it's really not even that evil, because I kind of see it like we're getting revenge for Maddie. And we're doing to Quinn exactly what he did to her. And, you know, I'm living for it. I think it's great. Did Quinn send me several long messages about why we should run the game together? Yes. Am I going to do that? Absolutely the hell not. So I am choosing to use the power of veto on Ryan. You're welcome, buddy.
I'm going to keep this short and sweet. There's one move, and there's one move only here. Quinn, you're the replacement nominee tonight.
I'm voting to evict Abby because Quinn and I are friends.
Hi, I'm voting to evict Abby.
Queen, you have been voted off Redneck Island. I mean, Big Brother. Good day.
I'm going to vote out Quinn. I'm sorry.
Quinn, I vote to evict you.
Tonight I vote to evict Quinn. See you, bud.
Short and sweet, because I'm mean, and because I'm about to watch the Lego Movie 2. I vote to evict Quinn. Bye.
By a vote of 5-2, Quinn, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Y'all really thought you could get rid of me that easily. Oh, little do you know, I was my own bounty. I was randomized to get myself out of the game, and I'm safe this week. Y'all really thought it was gonna be that easy? No, this is it's a lie. I no. But wouldn't that have been funny? Okay, I'm gonna leave now. It's been a really fun game. I appreciate you all. See you on finale night.
Poor Quinn. He can't catch a break in Big Brother. He really can't. Where did he go wrong? I think firstly, he probably didn't establish strong relationships with as many people as he needed to. He didn't talk to Sarah until several days ago, and that was a problem because I feel like, yes, Sarah was super tight with Mitchell, but Mitchell was about the only person she ever talked to, so I feel like Quinn had a real opportunity to build a relationship with her and possibly bring her over. And the same thing with Steven. John probably already talked about this when he said something, but like Steven literally came to Quinn before he won HOH, before Quinn won HOH, and said, hey, do you want to start something? And Quinn was like, no. So that could have been something. And I mean, part of it was just his side of the house didn't win power. Maddie, Parker, and Mitchell won, what was it, 4 out of the first 5 HOHs, and when that happens, you just can't do anything. Like, you're always on the block, you're always fighting for your life, and you're always coming from behind, which I can relate to. So, I get it, but it's just really unfortunate. Quinn scared a lot of people by his competition performance, so it really sucks that Quinn is in the viewing party now. He's not going to be in the jury, which was his one goal. Oh man. Anyway, moving on. The biggest question for me now is, will the hard hitters, which is Mitchell, Sarah, Steven, Jason, and Parker, will they stick together longer? Because I feel like there's a lot of alpha personalities in that group, and if somebody feels like they're on the bottom, they should probably get out now while they can before it gets down to 5 and then they're going to get picked off. So there's a golden opportunity to sweep up Abby and Ryan, who are kind of on an island here, and then Bree and Callie, who are not as engaged as they could be, putting it lightly. So there's 4 votes right there that you can potentially make something happen with. I want to see chaos. I want to see the house get flipped upside down. I feel like Mitchell has everybody convinced that he's on their side, and that's worked for a while, but it's not going to work forever. And once Mitchell is forced to actually play his hand, when there runs out of people for him to target, people will start shifting around, I think. Mitchell is just as big of a comp beast as Quinn was. And if people don't recognize that, then they're in for a rude awakening. So I'm excited. Family Feud is the next HOH, so that's going to be really interesting. We're going to have a co-HOH. Maybe we'll get some of that chaos. Who knows? Bye, guys.
So there's only a couple things I really want to talk about because Max did a really good job of explaining a lot. Quinn just fought tooth and nail since the beginning and fell a little short of the jury, which is unfortunate for him. I think he did almost everything he could. I don't think he handled the Steven situation perfectly, like Max was alluding to, because I think he could have pulled Steven in before he won HOH. And the other day, and instead, I praised the Maddie move. I really did, and I still stand by that. But I think he could have made that decision with Steven a little bit more, as opposed to just telling Steven that he did that. But it was before that, when Steven tried to align with him, that Quinn basically just was really wary and didn't solidify that in a way that he really should have. That was the one thing I wish he would have done differently. A few things he could have done differently along the way, but I think he handled Steven poorly, and then Steven won HOH, and then it went downhill. I'm proud of the game Quinn played. I think he played so hard, and he did everything he could, and the target just got too big, and there's nothing he could really do about it. Do I think Steven did this HOH perfectly? No. I think that, yes, Quinn is a big target, and Quinn is someone that he should have gone after in a sense, but he could have pulled Quinn in and used that as the meat shield that Steven talked about, that used him as a shield. And now that Steven's kind of alone amongst those hard hitters, the power really is, I think, more with Mitchell, Parker, and Sarah than it is with Mitchell, Jason, and Steven. So, Steven is unknowingly kind of on the bottom of his alliance, and he just made a move against Quinn, against the other side. So I don't know if this is going to go well for Steven, and I think Steven is one of the better players in this game, and because of that, he can maneuver his way through this, but he's got to recognize it first, and I don't know if he's recognized it yet. So moving forward, I'm a little concerned for Steven, not super concerned yet. I think he's a couple votes away from being in trouble because the hard hitters really are going to control things. Even if this HOH doesn't go perfectly for them, they're still going to control things. So we'll see how that goes and see just kind of what goes forward. I'm excited about the jury phase of this game. I'm excited about someone winning Big Brother Hometown Season 6 in just about a week, so it should be good.